Hi, Gemmies. It's Leonore. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. Thank you guys in the chat room stopping by. B Rabbit, Infinite, Damaris, Gabriella. Sorry, I gotta give my shout outs to the chat room, Geminis, okay? Infinite, wake up. Okay. Geminis, this is your Q&A love reads. I'm working on your Q&A love reads. If you're looking for your general tarot card reads, I worked on all 12 zodiac signs. Right now, I'm just concentrating on love reads. All right, so your general tarot card reads are out. I did them for the month. In these Q&A, I asked 4 specific questions. 1, how are they feeling about you? 2, what's blocking them from a union or a commitment? 3, if they could write a love letter, what would it say? 4, are they in another relationship? Now, if that question was already answered in the first 3 questions, I'll ask, how would they feel if you and them were together? Okay. All right, Geminis, for those who have viewed me for the first time, welcome. I do integrate astrology as well as tarot card reads and spiritual messages. I also have personal readings available and past life readings available if you're interested. I take donations. All that information will be in the description box, okay? And Super Chat is open. I just found out. All right, let's start with the first question. 1, how are they feeling about you? All right, Geminis. In these Q&As, I always write my cross watchers. Hi, cross watchers. All right, so how are they feeling about you is the first question. I don't know why I'm singing. Somebody here may have Leo in your chart, Aquarius, Pisces, if that means anything to you. All right, so how are they feeling about you? Ooh. Geminis, I don't know what you do for a living. What? Oh my God, it is such a weird message. It's not going to apply for all of you. My star card was in the reverse. So the question is, how are they feeling about you? This person, so creepy, but whatever. It's not unknown. When I see my star, like my African American tarot, some of the cards they have nudity, whatever. But, it really stood out to me this time. This nudity really stood out to me this time. This person, number one, they miss your lovemaking. Vice versa, if it's vice versa. If it's mutual, it's mutual. But, I sense for a group of you, like this person was like you guys started out as friends with benefits. And it got really deep, with the hangman. It's called the Observer in my African American tarot. This I don't know why I'm sensing Taurus. This person may have Taurus in their chart. Doesn't have to be. But like this person, if you didn't have sex with this person because they really like if it wasn't like if the relationship didn't start out as friends with benefits and then it progressed from there, because I do sense that it did progress. I sense that like they want something intimate with you, but in a respectful way, So how are they feeling about you? So far, I'm seeing sex. Like sex is a big factor for this person. Whether you had sex with them or not, like they really want that. And again, I'm going to emphasize it's respectable. It's respectable. Wow, this person really can't wait. What the hell, Jemmies? What did you do to this person? I don't shuffle my right away in the reverse, but if I feel the energies in the reverse, I'll let you know. My 5 of Cups is not in the reverse. They're very excited about you. Some of them are defensive with the Seven of Wands. Like they like if you have the same circle of friends or family members, um, um, it doesn't have to be, but they have like this jealous side to them. It's like a jealous side to them, but it's because again, if whether you've had sex with this person or not, it's because they're like, my Geminis know what to do in bed. And you guys are creative. Like I sense creativity when it comes to the bedroom. And they love that about you. I'm not surprised, Geminis. Again, vice versa, if it's vice versa. I mean, obviously, Geminis are not the only creative lovers out there. But never the case, in any case, I sense Scorpio too, or fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if that means anything to you. Could be any water sign too, like Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But they're very defensive about you, protective, and jealous. Like even if you were like, I don't speak to this person. I know who this is, but I don't speak to this person, so I don't know why they still feel like they should be involved on who I'm having sex with. It's not that they want to be involved. It's just that they're very curious. They're very curious about it. They're like, well, who else are they making feel good? Be right. Scorpion Gemini sex is Relevia. Wow. Infinite. We were born that way. Okay, good to know with all my healthy boundaries. All right. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, you made this person happy. But it's like a sexual energy, Geminis, but again, it's like with all due respect. And I'm speaking on behalf of this person. With all due respect, I just think your love making is really, on point. Or I really want to see what's underneath those clothes, and I don't want nobody else to have it. They're happy. For a small group of you, this person wants children with you. But I do sense a lot of you are busy with your life, though. You guys are busy with your life. With the Five of Scrolls and the Four Keys. When I see my Five of Scrolls, like you see this woman in blue, she's at peace. There's something very peaceful about this person. I'm sorry, about you. Vice versa, if it's vice versa. But there is something peaceful about your energy. It could be this person's energy too, like very peaceful. You guys known each other in a past life, by the way. You have a connection here. And I just picked that up right now with the Four Keys. There was a connection between you two in your past life. I'm hold on, because I'm curious to know. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have to clarify my love reads. Sometimes when this card comes out, the devil, this is the devil. So I just clarified the Four Keys because I picked up past life connection with both of you. And sometimes I look at my devil card like a soulmate connection. People will read Two of Cups that way. Like Two of Cups is a soulmate connection. Six of Cups. What else? The Lovers. But interestingly enough, the Lovers, in the depiction of the Lovers in a lot of tarot decks, it's always like two people bonded together. You always see like two people bonded together or holding hands. But so is the picture of the devil. Like in the devil, in a lot of tarot decks, you'll see the devil with two couples. And to me, it's like a soul. I just literally picked that up, and this is what clarified it was the devil. You guys had a very interesting past life. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know to what extent or how far this relationship went for you, Geminis. but it was intense. Or it is intense. It's intense all the way around. But for the most part, I do sense that a lot of you are just busy with your life, like you're clearing the path, because this is the clearing the path, like you're clearing the path of any past toxic behavior, past toxic people. You're clearing a path for your future. Bingo. It's like you're clearing a path for your future, and a lot of you are very busy at doing so, and you're at peace, about it, and that's amazing. Be right. Oh my God, you seem so mature. I wouldn't have guessed. What do you mean? Oh, Gabriella, 16, Robin. Yeah, she is right. She's a Capricorn. That's why she seems so mature. I wonder what your moon sign is, Gabriella, because she's right. You are very mature for your age. But then again, a lot of kids are nowadays. Yes, she is. My beautiful Pisces daughter is a psychic empath. Gabriella, thank you, Infinite. Valeria, tres meses y medio. All right. Your moon is in Gemini. Oh, okay, Gabriella. Interesting. That's an interesting combo. All right. Sorry, guys. Second question. What's blocking them from a union or a commitment? What's blocking them from a union or a commitment? This person, interestingly enough, this person is also busy with their life. And they want to do, it's like they're, I don't know, when I see my 10 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, I pick up two things. One, they want to impress you, but they want to impress you by like money wise, or like something tangible, like maybe, they got a new car to show off. Or they're just making money and concentrating on their future when it comes to finance, big time. But I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, though, because I sense that for you in the first question. So I just feel like you're both mirroring each other, So they do have a busy lifestyle as well, in a positive way. This person manifests as you. Vice versa, if it's vice versa. Oh yeah. This person manifests as you. Interesting, because the devil card came out here for your past life. There's something dark and mystical about this person. With my 3 of Pentacles and my increscent moon. Sorry, I just got these cards, so I'm just like learning how to read the title because I don't have my glasses on. This person is like big time, because when I see the increscent, it's in crescent moon, but with the 3 of Pentacles, it's this person here is manifesting you, either manifesting you back or just manifesting you if you haven't been with this person, because I'm picking up like two groups here. Yeah, they're very there's something really strange and dark about this person. I don't know, can you see like this person is really concentrated? Like I feel like this is you. Bear with me. I feel like this is you, Geminis. And this person's like creating arts. You're the artwork. But again, like They're respectable people, but there's something really dark about this person. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or Scorpio. I don't know why I'm picking Capricorn and Scorpio, even Pisces. It doesn't have to be. Like they could have that in their birth chart. Like anywhere in their birth chart, honestly, anywhere in their birth chart. Those are three. Understand, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Um, so Scorpio. This is the energy of Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. It's an outer planet. Understand that Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's also an outer planet, but it's a very heavy, strong planet. And then I have Pisces, which is Neptune energy. And I forgot about my Aquarius. So Aquarius, I had mentioned Aquarius. If anybody has Aquarius in their chart, that's Uranus energy. These are outer planets. So we have Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. There's something in their birth chart that with those four planets, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, or Pluto, if you know their birth chart, you don't have to, but I'm telling you, it's really strong. It's coming in really strong. They have either Capricorn in one of those planets, Scorpio in one of those planets, or not Aquarius and Pisces. They could have a Saturn, or they could have a Saturn in Aquarius or Saturn in Pisces. Yeah. Or Capricorn. Like these are very mystical, dark, malefic planets. Understand that these are malefic planets. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. It's dark. There's something about their past life, Geminis, that's coming in very strong for this person and you. And I feel like for a small group of you, if this person is into the mystic arts, they know that you guys have a connection, and it's a strong connection, and they don't want it to go anywhere. When I see my Knight of Pentacles, you see how he's like he's offering, like he's giving these offerings, and the elephant to me is very, and mind you, I don't always read my cards like this. There's always different meanings and energies in every reading. But with your reading, Geminis, like this person gives offerings to the gods or to the saints. It's like a religious practice for them. They work underneath the moon, like they know the phases of the moon and how to make it work to their advantage. Infinite, yes, they are Scorpio, and I have Scorpio and Saturn and Pluto as well. Interesting. Wake up, that's cool. It's easy to drag race and use the skills from it. Hey, Kalox. All right, then I have my Three of Cups in the reverse. So we're still in what's blocking them from a union or a commitment. You are. Vice versa, if it's vice versa. But you know, when I pick up this card, because I'm reading for two groups. I'm reading for a group of you. You were already with this person intimately. Again, like I said in the beginning, it was like, it started with friends with benefits for some of you, and it progressed, to something deeper. For some of you, you just, you really want to get to know this person, and this person wants to get to know you. Someone is blocking the connection though. For whatever reason that may be, you know that story more than me. But when I pick up my Three of Cups here, somebody's acting all weird. See, I'm like clarifying. I have to clarify with your reading. What do I have to clarify with your reading like this? You know what? It's this person. This person is like dark. That's why. Yeah. See, the Three of Pentacles came out again. So I have Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Okay. So it looks like someone here may be in a relationship. Okay, well, that makes sense. All right. Yeah, for a small group of you, they may be in a relationship with the Queen of Cups or Queen of Swords. So either you or this person is in a relationship already. It could be somebody they have a child with or children in common with. Doesn't have to be. But I have my three, like my Three of Cups. I needed to clarify it. Three of Pentacles came out. Again, I already had Three of Pentacles here in the same question. What's blocking them from a union or a commitment? Yeah, for a group of you, this person's already in a relationship. For another group of you, there's something else. It's like something else is blocking them from a union or a commitment. And it's not a person. It's not a human being. Let's go to the love letter. All right. Yeah, I like to be around into it. You guys, Geminis, you guys are so chatty. Just having a whole dialogue on your own. I don't mind it. Gabriella, I love how you look when you're concentrated or channeling. I know with my love reads, I just have to concentrate on my love reads. My love reads are a little bit more intense than my general reads. All right. There's a lot of channeling with my love reads. There is a lot of channeling with my love reads. Next question. Are they in another relation? No, sorry. If they could write a love letter, what would it say? Let's find out. All right. So in these love letters, I like to make them in love letter formats. So just bear with me while I read the energy. This person. All right. Okay. All right, ready? To whom it may concern. I hate that there's something blocking me from being with you. I sometimes dream about taking care of you, but I can't. I feel like my life sometimes is upside down. And how can I approach you if that's the case? I do think about you a lot when I'm by myself. I think about the past, the present, and the future. I wish to take care of you. But there's something so mysterious about you. First of all, I don't like that you could be standoffish sometimes. I don't like that you're always preoccupied with other things and other people. I feel like we could have progressed a little further into our relationship by now if you weren't always so busy with your life. But I guess that's who you are. And maybe you don't see the damage in it, but I saw a lot of damage in it. I trusted that this relationship would go far, but yet still I feel like I was shorthanded. I haven't been able to sleep well. My mind is always on you. Somehow I can't control my thoughts. You were once someone that I saw my life with. You were once someone that I saw the rest of my life with. But for some reason, those memories are fading away. I want to be happy with you. I want to communicate with you. I want to let you know how I feel sometimes. But there's something very intimidating. There's something very aloof about your personality. I appreciate that you are a hard worker. I appreciate that you take time for yourself. You have friends and family members that support you. You're popular. But it does make me feel a certain way. Sometimes I can't figure out why. I want to share life with you, but I almost feel like I've done that before with you. It's so weird. I can't pinpoint it. And sometimes it drives me crazy, as if I was your partner in your past life. But I can't be that for you in this life. I am asking my spirit guides, I'm asking my saints, my ancestors, my archons to come help me find you. You do make me happy. I love hanging out with you. You always seem happy, and it's very contagious. And I love that about you. I know that you would be the last person on earth that would truly break my heart the way other people have. The end. Um, yeah, this is a very mysterious person. It could be you, it could be both of you. This person is very mysterious, but they have the knowledge. When I look at the Akashic field, this is from my Akashic Oracle cards. There's a few cards here that I already showed you, and there were some in the letter that made me feel like this person knows more than they lead on. With the Akashic field, understand that the Akashic fields is information from the cosmos. It's information that you need to tap into yourself, your higher self, to get information. As if this person knows your moves. They find you just as intriguing, intimidating, but they love that about you. They love that you're a hard worker. They love that you don't let they love that you don't let the small things get to you. That's what they love about you. Like you don't let the small things get to you with the Temperance card. But when I look at the Emperor with the Six of Swords, The Emperor with the Six of Swords and the Three of Cups. Like the Three of Cups is here 2 times. The Three of Pentacles is here 2 times. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it. I have it here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Okay. So see, when I see this repeat, these, especially these repeating cards, Three of Cups 2 times, Three of Pentacles 2 times. Understand that you have a very strong connection to this person. There is a magnet, like a magnet energy that pulls you to. It's not even a joke. You both know it. Someone here may deny it. Maybe because they don't know, but someone knows. Someone knows the mystery of why you two are connected. I already had said you guys are connected in your past life, and it was that energy was very strong. And they know it. They know it. Like they know that. They know. They know. They're really good with their third eye. And much more than that. With the Emperor and the Six of Swords, like this person, I already showed you my manifesting card. Where's the person that manifested this one, the Six of Keys? Like this person has the secrets to the universe. Bingo. That's a good word. Like the secrets to the universe. When I see my Six of Swords, you see like this archon, this entity, like this person described it as a saint or a god, an archon, whatever. They manifest you. They know how to do that. They know how to use that manifestation. And it's to have you. It's to have you, like for the long term, not for the short term. Hi, Millie. Mine is still being emotionally unavailable. Infinite 33 is truly significant. I fell in love with the Scorpio the second our eyes met. Wake up. I keep getting messages on Messenger. Some strange shamanic group creepy. And Infinite, you think they are manifesting you. K-Lox, I fell in love with a Cancer and he broke my heart. They keep talking about teaching me the craft. Interesting. That's crazy. Wake up. Okay. I can't with your energy sometimes. You live like in a twilight zone. Wake up. I just feel like you live in a twilight zone. All right. Let's ask the last question. And I know that feeling, wake up. You have Pisces in your chart, wake up? Do you have like Neptune influence or Pisces in your chart, wake up? Because only somebody with a Pisces or Aquarius placement will go through something like that. Even Scorpio. Your moon is in Pisces. Ooh, geez, Louise. Out of all places to have that placement, you have it in the moon. Anyway, I'm just you're living in a. I understand why you're living in a twilight zone. Your moon is in Pisces. That makes a lot of sense to me now. But I know to you it's not a twilight zone wake up, so I mean that with all due respect. But that's what it seems like it sometimes. Millie, the reason why it's because she is a Christian. I'm Jehovah's Witness. We have both different religion belief. Interesting. Valeria, your Lilith is in Scorpio. That's interesting. Your understand Lilith placement is has a lot to do with your sexual life and your relationships, Valeria. To have it in Scorpio, be very careful with and I mean that in an astrological energy. I'm not saying this pertains to you, Valeria, but the energy of having Lilith in Scorpio, because Scorpio represents reproductive systems. Be very careful with unprotected sex. To have that placement in Lilith, Lilith is the dark moon. It's a dark energy, and Scorpio is a dark energy. Leonora, would you do a past life reading for a child? My 11-year-old daughter is very much into spirituality and wants a past life reading. Is that the question you want to do now? I could do that now. I know that I know, B Rabbit, that I have to still do your personal past life reading. I'm gonna do it in the next 2 days, by the way. My daughter is Scorpio in Scorpio mode. If you guys want to know about your kids, I could do that now. I know B Rabbit already had you down for a question, but I don't know if that's the question you wanted to ask me earlier. All right, last question. Let's find out if they're in another relationship. That's something I want to ask. Are they in another relationship? Okay. So this person has a family. Whether they're with this person or not, I don't know. So I'm picking up. They are with a family. I don't know if some of you know that with the Seven of Swords. Like, I don't know if they're hiding that from you, or you know now, and they were hiding that from you. Yeah, big time, like a family. Yeah. Again, I don't know if this person's with this, like the, like I saw that even earlier in the love letter. Like, they dream about you, but they're with someone else. But they think about you. But they have a family with the Ten of Pentacles. And then I see it here with the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords. They think about you, but they're with a family. Or they got to take care of a family, It's very significant in this person's life, whether you know it or not. Right? With the Seven of Swords, I feel like some of you may not know to the extent of, if they have a family, if they, obviously, if they're still talking to their sons, to the parent of their child, they have to, right? They're co-parenting, but there's something they're hiding. They're hiding something. Wow. The Architect in the World. This is interesting. Let me tell you something. I don't know where you stand with this person, Geminis. But you guys have you understand that you guys have a very strong connection. With the Architect and the World, this is your energy with this person. But you know what it is? They know that. They know that there's a significant attachment or connection with you. I know for somebody had said that this person's emotionally unavailable. It could be because they're hiding something from you. So why would they want to be emotionally available if they're hiding something? Right? Because you'll call them out. You're a Gemini, you will call them out. But you don't have to be a Gemini. But like, I see the World and the Architect, like, you guys have like a past life. Again, with the Saturn card. Right? I explained that even with the Devil card. Capricorn. Saturn rules Capricorn. You guys have a past life together. I sense some of you are twin flames. It's like not even a joke. You guys have a really strong connection. And I don't know this person's behavior towards you right now as we speak, vice versa, if it's vice versa. But it's strong. And they know, I want you to know that they know it. No matter how they're acting towards you, they know it. It may scare them, if they're single and they don't have a family, or even if they have a family, but it's not, they're not dealing with the other person intimately the way they want to intimately, be with you. But it's like they can't explain it. It's like they can't explain the connection, and it scares them. It scares them. For some of them, they know they're okay with it. They're okay with it. As a matter of fact, not only are they okay with it, but they're manifesting your connection together. Yeah, you have like a past life with the architect. When I look at the architect, it reminds me a lot of The Matrix, the movie The Matrix. I don't know if anybody's seen the second part, Reloaded. I'm sorry. I'm like a movie fanatic. So sometimes I have to cross-reference film. Some people cross-reference songs. Like some people be like, I just heard a song and it reminds me of this message. I'm like this, but with films or shows. B Rabbit, he knows it. We were both terrified. The connection was intense. We were addicted to each other. Wake up. I'm taking it one day at a time. It's like an energetic pool for me. Infinite. We were paired before we were born. We don't talk now. Um, in the movie Reloaded, The Matrix Reloaded, there's a character called the Architect. He's the simulator, the person in charge of the programs. Meaning, bear with me, because sometimes I go a little sci-fi. My viewers already know. Sometimes I go a little sci-fi. Understand that everything is written in the stars. Our story is already written in the stars. And some of us, can comprehend that. It's hard for us as humans who really believe in hope and faith and free will and choices. It's hard for us to believe, like, what are you talking about? Like not even Neo in part one, not even Neo in the movie said, like it was hard for him to say, I don't believe somebody should dictate my life. I believe that we are responsible for our own life. I don't think somebody should be dictating, our life. We should make our own choices, number one. And number two, I don't think he really didn't believe in, like, it was already written in the stars. He didn't believe in fate. You think that we should make our own decisions. And there's nothing wrong with that, because believing that way sometimes will bring you to your path. When I see the Architect, in the movie, this architect, this character in The Matrix Part 2 Reloaded, his job was to delete programs. Understand that humans were the programs. We were the programs, and sometimes programs would be deleted, or sometimes they would be upgraded. So they would be deleted, renewed, upgraded, revived, reloaded. That's the whole premise of part 2 in the Matrix. The reason why they even call it Reloaded was because the architect will delete these programs, which were humans, will delete these programs and either reload them or revive them into, which is incarnation. That's what you call incarnation. You have to bear with my mind sometimes, because I I research these things for hours and days and years. And I'm the type of person that will go deep into the rabbit hole. So some people will believe that we live in a simulation. Some people are like, we don't live in a simulation. Some people will believe that there's extraterrestrial. Some people will believe, no, we're the only beings in the entire infinite time, world, whatever. And that's okay if you believe like that. You have your own journey. When I see these two couples here, to me, you are twin flames. You were created as one. You were created as one. See, one person, two heads. You were created as one. And in this incarnation, you came in as two people. So this is also the meaning of a twin flame. I also believe that twin flames are here for a purpose. And a lot has to do with humanity and the planet. Whether you know it or not, it doesn't have to be. But this is the energy of being reincarnated as a twin flame. You were this person in a past life, and now you're split in two. So now you're two people, and you come together, and your purpose is, you have a purpose. Do you understand? You have a purpose in the simulation. A lot of the times, the other twin flame is not on board for whatever reason that may be. And that's okay. It was already written in the stars. But then the other person ascends and evolves. And this is what's going on in your reading. I kept saying soulmate, and it could be a soulmate, but your connection with this person is so strong. Whether you're with this person or not, understand, not all twin flames are together. Not all twin flames live a happy life. As a matter of fact, twin flames are worse than soulmates. We have karmic soulmates, but these are people that we already we've been reloaded into the matrix. So we know each other. That's why there's such a thing as a soul tribe. Twin flames is very rare, but it happens. In your reading, Geminis, especially if you're very connected to this person and you don't even know why, you're like, I don't know why. And this is why. This is why. Because you were one. You were one. And in this lifetime or in other lifetimes, you were two. But somebody here refuses to evolve with you. It could be in this lifetime they refuse to evolve with you. But again, it's fate, it's journey, it's a joke. It's a joke. But at the end of the day, it's also a test. It's also a test. They want to see how you're going to react. Here you met the love of your life, but this person is not cooperating with you, doesn't love you back, is not reciprocating the way you're reciprocating your emotions. What are you going to do? Are you going to flip out? Are you going to burn down their house? Are you going to cheat on them? Are you going to call them assholes or bitches? You know, that reaction, be very careful with the reaction because they see that. They see that. The architects, the gods. The architects, aka the gods, they see that. But that's the whole point. The whole point is to see your reaction with the Saturn card. You should see how you react. What's your reaction? What's going to be their reaction? It's a show for them. And I know people, you know, and I'm sorry if I sound really crazy. I am crazy. And I'm okay with being crazy. But this is what crazy does to you. When you jump into the rabbit hole. All right, I'm done with your reading, Geminis. I'm over you. I can never be over my Geminis. I love you. All right, darlings. If you need a private reading, my email will be in the description box. I know a couple of you had a couple of questions. B Rabbit, he knows that we were both terrified. Yeah, I read that. That's right. Valeria, siempre hay quiero que vive en una civilización especial. Ay, Valeria, no, tú sabes, yo hablo y leo en español, pero no totalmente, no es. Yo soy una hispana americana. B Rabbit, thank you. Um, thank you, Infinite. Thank you. I'm fighting every day. You guys are so supportive. I love that you guys support each other. What made it worse is he did a love spell. Wow. Yeah, that's right. That was some of the energies here really apply to some of you. Kalox, you don't sound crazy. It's really intriguing. Thank you. B Rabbit, Leonor, can I get a general love message? Yes, honey. I don't know what even to ask or what to know. You say you wanted to know something about your daughter. Or you just really want to go straight into love. We could do that. It's up to you. I have you already written down. And Gabriella, you had a question? I don't remember. I feel like you did. I also have Kiara, but I haven't seen Kiara. So I don't know if she's here or not. I'll take one or two questions before I tune out. Tomorrow I'm going to do the, I can't believe tomorrow's Sunday already. Tomorrow I'm going to do the live on Sunday. So I'll be available for questions if you guys want to, I always take a few questions during live on Sundays. I do live on Sundays to pick up energy for the week for every sign. Kalox, Saturn definitely tested me. Hopefully I passed. It sounds like you did, Kalox, especially if you're already aware. Understand, just being aware is the first step. Being aware of this energy and of your reaction to things and people and situations, you're already a step up into the evolution state of your consciousness. No sé si lo escribí bien. All right, B-Rabbit. So you want to get something general in love. Okay. All right. I got it, B-Rabbit. Hi, Millie. I was feeling she has did a love spell on me. Also, I don't hang out with her. I don't plan to. I had to move to a different location. Wow. Thank you, because Lord knows I wanted to spit fire. I know that feeling, Kalox. All right, no problems. No problems. ¿Tú me lo escribiste en inglés? ¿Qué tú me lo escribiste en inglés, Valeria? Gabriella, same thing, B-Rabbit for me, please, Leonor. Also, Wake Up wanted to ask a question after me. All right. All right, girls. Hey, Kimberly. All right, I'll start with you, B-Rabbit. About the Egyptian civilization. Interesting. Thank you for writing it in English. Porque no lo entendí en español. Ahora sí lo entiendo. That's an interesting question, Valeria. I'm going to answer Valeria's question because it's not a reading, and then I'm going to go into you, B-Rabbit. I don't know too much of the Egyptian civilization. Not too many people know about the Egyptian civilization unless they're anthropologists or some type of specific historian of that era, of that ancient era. And interestingly enough, I know you see this. It's very ancient. It's BC, the civilization for these people was BC, right before Christ. One thing I could tell you about this civilization. People are astounded by the way they thought. I've since I used to live in esa época. People are astounded by their thoughts, by their intelligence, by their intelligence. They don't know how they got it. They're like, well, here we are in the 21st century, and how the hell do these people build statues and monuments that lasted for thousands of years, and we live around a neighborhood where at least I live around a neighborhood where if you live in a pre-war building or a house was built in the 1950s, you know it needs renovation. Okay, they might as well just tear it down. And it was just done the other day, like 100 years ago or 50 years ago, and it's like, oh, it's old because the structure is old. It can't last. A lot of the times it has to do with the environment or the way it was built. But here it is, we have this civilization who built these pyramids, who, by the way, like the pyramids is the exact same circumference of the earth. Like when they measure it, it's like this is the same circumference, like the measurements of the earth, and it's oh god, I can't pinpoint. Mercury retrograde has my words. And they have these monuments that lasted for years. In bad environments, worse weather, really bad weather conditions, and they lasted for years in the desert with heat, dry heat. And these monuments are still standing. They don't know. They don't know how they built it. They don't know how the structure is still surviving. What's underneath those pyramids? Underneath those pyramids is crazy. But these people followed these gods. And who were these gods? The question is, who were these gods? Who were they worshiping? Because they weren't worshiping Jehovah. They weren't worshiping Jesus. Who was it that they were worshiping? So a lot of the times you see these images of these drawings with Egyptian heads that look like what do you call that? Amphibians, crocodiles, lizards, dogs. So they were worshiping amphibians. That was their god. They were worshiping like even in the Hindu, like I'm going to cross-reference Hindu religion. Even in Hindu religion, they worship goddesses that have 4 arms, 3 legs. They worship goddesses that have 3 faces. These are old ancient beliefs and mythology, not just Greek, not just Hindu. This is a huge world. This is all world mythology. So the question is, who were these gods? And what power did they give them to build such a structure? And the Library of Alexandria that was burned down centuries ago, it had a lot of knowledge, but it was burned down for a reason. Too much knowledge. They don't want my opinion, they didn't want the human race to evolve. Why should the human race evolve and become gods? With all that information. Somebody in the course of history decided to burn down the Library of Alexandria. Google the Library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria comes from these ancient knowledge, these people. Okay, not the history, not if you go to Barnes and Noble and you go into the history section, not that type of library with that type of history. We're talking about the power of manifestation, how the cosmos work and how to use it to your advantage, the history, the culture, the arts, the math. So it's a very interesting civilization. Okay, way before religion was in the works. Wake up. Ancient Egypt, it is believed that these people actually traveled and knew of America before anyone else. It is also believed that during that time, all 7 continents were not separated but connected. Yeah. Yes. Hi, trainees, Jupiter. I found out the hard way and I want him to just go. Oh. Gabriella, who in the hell is crazy enough to set fire to a library full of knowledge? That's evil. Well, you just answered the question. Evil people. There's a lot of secret not a lot, but there's a few secret societies out there that know about this knowledge, and they will not share it. They will not share that knowledge. They will burn it down, bury it before anyone gets a hand. Even in the scripture, in the Bible, understand that there are books missing from the Bible. The book of Magdalene, Mary Magdalene. There's a book of Mary Magdalene that's not in the Bible. You would not, if you go buy a Bible right now. I'm talking about Christianity because I was born as a Catholic, and I read the Bible. I've also read the Quran, so I'm okay with being diverse with when it comes to history, knowledge, and religion. I'm not just one way. The book of Enoch. The book of Enoch was supposed to be in the Bible. It's not in the Bible, but they do sell it separately. You'll find a lot of information like this, especially Valeria, you were asking me about the Egyptian era. The book of Enoch, which is something that was in the Bible, but no, they had to take that. They extracted that information out of the Bible. The book of Judas. The book of Judas, not in the Bible. It should be there, but it's not there. This is what I'm. This is these are informations that are extracted from a lot of us, and it's to dumb us down. It's done for a reason. The reason is to dumb us down. Okay, it's not a joke. You look at the news. Don't look at the news. What they're doing, because these news are owned by a corporation, 2 major corporations. Do not ever look at the news. I mean, I'm not saying don't ever look at the news. You could look at the news, but don't take it to heart, because these are owned by corporations, by the 1%er, specifically by the 1%er, and they know what they're doing to us as human beings. It's remember how I was just saying how the gods look at us and see how we react. This is the 1%er, except these 1%ers, they believe they're gods, but they're not gods. They're human beings with a lot of fucking money and a lot of resources. They have control of the news. So they sit back and they control the news and they see how we behave. And then they watch us exactly how they predicted how we as human beings were going to behave, according to what they dish out to the news, according to what they dish out in marketing. They know exactly what's going to happen by sending out information that's not true, or misleading. But this is all for a purpose. They want us to get riled up and use our reaction and use our ego and our sensitivity. And this is energy. This is going, now I'm going back to the matrix. This is energy. When we exhibit anger, revenge, resentment, and this side and this religion and whatever, this is exactly what they want. They do this because we only have a network, one set of network that we're looking at. Only a very few people will really sit there and research, but you have to be very patient with the type of outlets you go to, because they're not easy to find on Google. They're not easy to find in other places easily. So you have to understand how these people are working. That energy that we exhibit as human beings, not from a conscious level, from an egotistical level, they want us to be riled up. They want us to be angry instead of working together, because that energy is refueled. That energy is recycled. To understand that our energy in Tesla, you could Google Tesla. Nikola Tesla said it very well. Nikola Tesla said, we have energy. We could light up a light bulb with our hand. That's how much energy runs through our body. And if you remember correctly in the Matrix, when Morpheus was telling Neo the reason why this is all happening, and he showed him a Duracell battery, he said, this is why. He showed him a Duracell battery. He said, we are in this matrix because of this. And Neo was like, what? Because of a battery? That energy goes to a specific place. That energy goes to a specific place because they need that energy. It is collateral. B Rabbit, yeah, they absolutely love to see people fight over toilet paper. Yes, who the fuck said we running low on toilet paper when all they do is cut trees? I could understand if somebody was reporting in the news, hey, we're going to stop cutting trees. We're not cutting trees because we're trying to save the trees, so there's going to be a shortage of paper. I could understand how that happens. But if I hear in the news there's going to be people are just, they don't, there's no reason. People are just saying toilet paper. And people are fighting over toilet paper. That energy, where do you think that energy goes? Where do you think that money goes? They played it out very well. They said, let's pay toilet paper. And now when you go to a supermarket, in a very rare place, I go to supermarkets, I go to stores sometimes. They don't sell rolls anymore. You don't see one roll anymore. They sell them by the pack. As if I'm a teacher and I need this, for the cafeteria, for my classroom, but I need it for my house and it's only me and my son. I don't need 12 rolls. Where does that money go? What are you funding? They learn to feed off negative energies. That's why they fear the new age of positive energy, and each of us has our role in changing the medium. Yeah. Don't be surprised. Even in the spiritual community, you'll be surprised how many people are being attacked in the spiritual community. And you would think, but this is the spiritual community. This is a safe haven. No, it's not. It's not. Not a lot of the times it's not. Wake up. They created racism, and yet when you look at the 1%, they are not all the same race. They are one, but the masses feed into the racism narrative. There's a lot of narratives being written for us. A lot of narratives are being written for us. I went back all the way to the early 1700s. Not one slave record my ancestors had jobs, property, and such things. They will tell you about slavery. And it's not just it's a lot of cultures wake up, a lot of cultures. But why, again, you have to ask yourself, why specifically the Black race? What is it about the black man, the black woman, the brown man, the brown woman? What is it specifically about them that because you have to look back at how the Jewish were treated and why they were considered rats, right? That was the whole propaganda behind extinguishing the Jewish religion, or not the religion, but the people. What was it about the Jewish? Did they not like the history behind the Bible, and the history behind the Jesus story, the story of Jesus? There's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration. There is something behind the Holocaust. There's something behind racism. There's something behind slavery, and even with women, there is something behind women that these 1%er do not want us to excel. Why? You have to ask yourself why. What is it that we have that they don't have? They fear our existence. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Valeria. Egyptians. Egyptians look like this. Yeah. So this is what this is what they're oppressing now, right? These people that you see in gold and silk that were part of, and I'm not just excluding blacks. I'm not excluding Hispanics. I'm not excluding women or a certain religion. But there's a reason behind all this suppression, racism, sexism. How come we don't see this anymore? And if we do see them, they're still owned by people. Rappers, celebrities, they're still owned by the 1%er. You're still owned by the 1%er. But what happened here? How come we don't see this anymore? They're afraid that this may happen again. Kimberly, that's why they're spreading discord, because the spiritual movement is so powerful when people are waking up more than ever. Yes, yes, very true. The foolishness of man's small way of thinking is proved with the control. That's a good point. That's a good point, because some people will be like, you're not even safe in the spiritual community, but you would think that's a place to evolve, to be positive, and other spiritualists are attacking other spiritualists. No reason at all. But yes, it is a way to distract, right? It's a way to distract. The true meaning of spirituality is waking up your consciousness. That's what we're here for. We're here to wake up our consciousness. And people don't look at each other on the inside. Us humans, we're conditioned to judge people and to look at people from the outside. How long are her nails? What type of car is that person driving? What do you do for a living? Are those fake eyelashes? Did you do a butt implant? Did you do surgery to mold yourself? So they have these eating disorders. They have these good-looking people, and they make us feel bad, right? But same thing with the spirituality community. They're making spirituality look bad, or making that person look bad, because again, it's a way of us being dumbed down. Dumbed down is a word. Gabriella, they try to silence those who are powerful because they are scared of their potential. Mm-hmm. Kimberly, but the sad part about it is that people forget their potential. People don't know their potential. At this point, people don't know their potential. They don't know that they have a bloodline of powerful people They come from a bloodline of, or an ancestry of power, because through the centuries and through the generations, they've been dumbed down. And so, yes, it's been silence, it's been oppression, and fear. Fear is a huge, fear plays a big part of it. You're scared to be what? Express who you are. Why? Uh, Kimberly, the oppression has made us turn the spiritual for answers, so their plan isn't working. Yeah. Hi, Yanni. Much love and light. Thank you. Gabriella, that's exactly what I'm trying to stop, because all media has brainwashed the new generations. Don't sleep with the new generations. The new generations are entering a new world. Don't sleep on them. They were I'm gonna go back to the Matrix. They were designed. I'm gonna say designed. You look at these kids, these new generation, and you're like, oh my God, all they do is get on the phone and they believe in the most superficial things. Understand that this generation, these younger generations are going to be born into a new world. We are right now experiencing this. And it's for a reason. They're designed to really look at things the way at least I didn't look at things. I didn't look at things a certain way. I questioned things a lot, but I couldn't look at things a certain way. There's something about the younger generation that were designed a little different from us. They are smarter than you think. Just because you see them on the phone like this constantly, it's a facade. They don't know it. It's a facade. They're much smarter than you think, and they're here to be part of this new age, this new world. I'm going to say new world. They're designed to be that way for a reason, and I'm glad that you're, Gabrielle, are one of those people that are helping give these kids confidence, because a lot of these kids, they're smart, but they're lacking confidence. Why are they lacking confidence? Well, let's look at the news. Let's look at their home life. What they see on the media. You know? Kalox, yes, we have the potential to reprogram the matrix. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's happening. It's being reprogrammed as we speak. We're just looking at it as inconvenience. It's not inconvenience. It's not inconvenience at all. But that's the way I'm looking at it. Yes, it's not the same, and I'm glad it's not the same. I'm one of those people, and I'm not trying to sound negative, but there was a lot of bullshit in the system all around the world. A lot of BS. Capitalism, socialism, democracy, communism, what do we have to pick a side? We have to pick a religion? What? We got to pick a race? We got to pick a gender? We got to pick a name? It's like we're all fighting against the same thing, but it's titled differently, categorized. The system needs to be broken down, and I'm glad things like this are happening. And it's happening. Look what's happening in Russia. And these are young people. These are young people that are standing up and protesting and saying, oh, we're not taking that shit. This is what I'm telling you. You may see them like this constantly, but these kids are very smart. All they need is a good mentor. They were designed They were designed for that. Uh, all right. A lot of you have a lot to say. Gemini, your reading went left field on me. I'm not surprised. Of course, this would be a Gemini reading. um, ay, ay, ay. The universe hit factory reset. Yes. Yes, that's a great way to put it. It's a reset. It's a factory reset. Yes, for the system. The factory is the system. It needs to be broken down to be rebuilt. And you know, a lot of us are not going to be alive to see it rebuild. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But at least I know that my children's children are going to live in a different society. It's going to be different. It's going to get worse before it gets better. We won't be around for it though. It's not going to happen overnight. Hi, Nicole 1111. Yanni, these kids are so connected much more than we know, and it's awesome. Yes. Yeah, they are. They are. Valeria, no hace para que se nos divide, sí. Y en realidad pasó. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's easy for us to forget, right? As human beings. I don't know what is it about us human beings, but something like a big situation will happen that's heartbreaking, whether it's like in the news, or current events, what happens around, but then we get distracted on purpose. We forget, but why do we forget so easily? All of us short-minded, like short-term thinkers. I know I don't have a good. I know personally I don't have a good memories, but I know a lot of people have really great memories. But yet we forget what happened. But this is history repeating itself, so it's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's a different world. We live in a modern world. It's different, but it's nothing new. Valeria, we forget the reality when the news changed words and facts. Yes, thank you. Correct. On purpose. It's done on purpose. Yeah, a lot of karma has been addressed. Don't be surprised that you know, when I first started my channel, I really wanted to address my men. And why was that? I wanted to address my men. I mean, I can't address my men with tarot reading. Obviously, this is more of a feminine platform, but it doesn't matter. I wanted to do specific messages and stuff like that to address men because I wanted to let them know that their bloodline, a lot of their bloodline was about to be deleted. And how do we procreate? We need a man to procreate. But a lot of the karma that's happening, you'll be surprised the toxicity in generations to generation to generation to generation. All that is being played out. There's people paying for the generations karma that had nothing to do with what they did, because they're born onto a new generation. So 2 generations ago, we have this generation paying for karma that happened 2 generations ago. But understand, this is all part of karma. This is all a test. Natural selection. I'm not sure if you guys are very familiar with Charles Darwin's work, and other scientists that believe in natural selection, that believe in extinct being a race or an organism or whatever being extinct. It's the way of the world. It's the way of nature. Now, that's nature playing a role in the part of extinction. Sorry, you guys know what I mean. But then we have evil humans, evil that men do, where they sign to de-evolve, de-evolve humans' consciousness, de-evolve humans' bloodline, meaning no longer would that bloodline exist. And it's a lot of my men need to understand that you're playing a role in a picture that is designed to delete your bloodline on purpose. And this is not nature. This has a lot to do with man. So there is such a thing as natural selection, but then there's such a thing as de-evolving, or the meaning of the evolution, de-evolving. Instead of evolving a human, you're de-evolving or dumbing down, and even worse, deleting that entire bloodline. Don't matter what race you are, what religion you practice. They don't care about that. They care about this. The more people they have to feed in the planet, the more people they have to pay for healthcare, whatever the case may be in the planet. They're like this. No, we're not trying to pay for these many people on Earth. Hold on a second. Let's start, doing something about this. It's very powerful. It was already written in the stars. You can only accept it and not be angry. And the only thing you could do is understand this. If you continue on the path of evil, if you understand the evil that's going on and you respond with evil, so if you respond evil with evil, that's where your bloodline is going to shut down. And a lot of these men, again, doesn't matter what religion, what race you are, a lot of these men don't understand that because they don't have the emotion or they don't have the intuition to understand that. They're more intelligent and perceptive about things, and so they fight logic with logic. So evil have to fight with evil. No, that's not what Saturn wants. That's not what the Matrix wants. The Matrix wants something else. But that's the response we're getting with these decisions that these men are making, fighting evil with evil. You can't do that. And that's why I always want to address my men. And I haven't done this in a year. But they have to understand that their bloodline is being wiped out on purpose because they're trying to depopulize the earth. That money and that resources need to go somewhere. For example, Venezuela. Venezuela is full of resources, natural resources. Do you know what's going on in Venezuela? Those people are dying from hunger. A rich country in minerals and resources, dying from hunger, no jobs, no finance. The economy is kaput, and not just in Venezuela, Spain, other countries too. It's on purpose. Why? Because they're trying to get the land. Africa, there's countries in Africa. They're doing the same thing. These civil wars, man against man. They're depopulizing on purpose. They're depopulizing on purpose because they know that diamonds come from there. Oil comes from there. This is resources that comes straight from the planet underneath the ground of these countries that this is the resources underneath the ground. And unfortunately, underneath that ground is civil war, hunger, famine, no type of healthcare, education, on purpose, so that those people die out or move away, and now they have a country full of resources. The richest, yes, Africa, the richest continent, is the poorest. Imagine that. I wonder why. Yes, Africa has a lot of resources. Wake up, there hitting the farmers hard with all kinds of restrictions. Yeah, forever, since the industrial age. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go, guys. I love talking to you. I love this little chat we had, you and I. Thank you for listening, and thank you for putting your input. I appreciate that. And thank you for supporting each other. Hi, Chicky. I love saying your name. Agree 100%. They feel, these kids feel a lot. Yeah, they do. Gabriella, we are more fierce, raw. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. B Rabbi, you had a question? Okay, go ahead. Wake up, you also had a question. What's your question? Yes, your love question. Oh my God. You and was it you and uh I feel like it was you and somebody else. All right. I'm sorry, B Rabbit. I apologize. You did have a question. Hold on a second. All right, I can't think right now. All right, honey. So you needed a general read for your love life. All right, thank you for reminding me. I you know me and my memory. All right, B Rabbit. This is for you. Okay, so let's get a general reading for your love life, honey. Wow, I love this energy. 7 of Pentacles with the Empress. Well, there's something that you're going to be working on, B Rabbit, that's going to become abundant when I look at the Empress. But I'm also picking up pregnancy. Not no time soon with the 7 of Pentacles, not anytime soon. I almost feel, this is what I'm feeling. There's something that you're going to be working in your career. There's something that brings abundance as far as finance, maybe even partnering up with somebody that you work with, or if you want to have your own business, like there's someone that you're going to be meeting. But this is something that's going to be a creative project. I don't know what you do, what you're interested in, whatever it is that your career, whatever career you're in, or you want to be in, or business you want to open, whatever passion of yours, it's a passion. You have to follow your passion. This is telling me follow your passion. Whatever that may be to you, it's going to give you abundance. Within this abundance, you're going to find someone, and you're going to have a baby. Why do I say it? Why do I want to say that? It's either you're going to get pregnant by this person that could be a business partner, but I also sense like it's your future partner, but not only just a future partner, like a future business partner, but you'll meet through business, through your job, and you guys will be abundant together in both in family and your correction officer. Someone you know or will know at a job, at a career, or if I don't, if it's a business, it's a business. But you know that more than me. This is very future. I see a family. I'm trying to see something else. B Rabbit. I see a family. Like you're going to meet someone that you work with or that you're going to partner up with that has to do with finance. And through that partnership, you guys are going to build a family. I've had dreams that I met him working. Oh my God. Interesting. All right, so that was for you, B Rabbit. um and wake up, my love. I'll take your question and then I'm gonna move on. MJ, I think questions are all closed down for tonight. Yeah, yeah, whoever has any other question tomorrow, hit the notification bell because I take questions during my live on Sundays. And usually with these readings, with the love reads and the general reads, I only take like 1 or 2 questions. You're welcome. Wake up. What are my ancestors trying to tell me? Okay, so what are you taking my questions, my love? Gabriella, you also had a question, right? I feel like I wrote you down. Yeah, I did. Wow, I wrote you down a long time ago, Gabriella. Let me answer Wake Up's question. You know, this is all Valeria's fault. Valeria had asked about the Egyptian civilization because I'm just realizing I wrote everything down here. And I was like, let me answer Valeria's questions first because I was like, Valeria's question sounds pretty easy to answer. And we had a 20-minute conversation because of Valeria. Thank you. It's okay. Yes, Gabriella. Okay, B Rabbit and Gabriella. And then, you know, if anyone else has a question, then definitely tomorrow. Catch me live tomorrow, okay? But I already wrote you down, Gabriella, and Wake Up. Yes, I'll take your question, honey. Let me take Gabriella. Gabriella, yeah, it was like a half hour, Gabriella. Yeah, MJ Brillin, I see you. Aries and I had a past life, finally met again 3 years ago, and been together, but he left me. Yeah, join me tomorrow live on Sundays. All right, Gabriella, let me know what your question is, honey. Valeria's laughing. And then in the meantime, Wake Up, you had asked what your ancestors are trying to tell you, right, my love? Is that what I saw? What are my ancestors trying to tell me? Okay. Okay. All right. All right, Wake Up. This is for you. What are your ancestors trying to tell you? What are your ancestors trying to tell you? All right. All right, so I have I wanted to take out one of my oracle cards, but for the other 2 cards, I have Page of Swords with 4 of Swords. Strong air placement here. Even with this, when I see up in the air, it's like a strong air placement, right? They're being very harsh with you, Wake Up. I'm not gonna lie, they're being very harsh with you. B Rabbit, you think I should take 12 signs tomorrow and then to take super chat at the end tomorrow? Is that you're talking about tomorrow, B Rabbit? For all right. So wake up. Your ancestors are being very harsh with you. I'm not gonna lie. There's something that you're missing with the Page of Swords and the Four Swords that came out in the reverse. That you're not paying attention. It's like they're like, hello, we're trying to, I want to say, teach, send messages. Like when I look at the parachute, it's like, and like I see this couple down here, they're not happy with you. It's like, and I say that because you have some type of ability that you're not using. And I feel like they've been trying to tell you a message and you're not hearing it, or you're doubting yourself, or you're not believing it's true. And they're like, no, it's true. We're the one that's been talking in your head. Didn't we have a conversation about this? I feel like I had a whole conversation about like, I don't know if it was you, but wake up, where I was like, when you talk to yourself, that's your higher self talking to you or something like that. And they're saying, hey, we've been talking to you, we've been sending messages. Like I feel like you get messages specifically from the sky. Pay attention. There are like weird things that happens. I don't know how often you go out or how often you even look at the sky. There's something about the sky that you need to pay attention. And these are like really weird messages that most people won't get. They'll see like maybe a bluebird passing by, or a tree that's in a really weird shape, but nobody will really think nothing much of it except, oh, look at that, and then move on with your life. They're saying stop doing that, because there's something else, there's a bigger message there for you. So next time you see something like weird, or like deja vu, for example, like deja vu is pretty like, that's a pretty weird situation. Like how are you experiencing something that you already foresaw in the past? So you were already in the future. So people look at it and they're like, oh, it's deja vu. Oh, well. And then they move on with their day. And that's okay. Most people do. But then weird people like me would be like, well, wait a minute. So where are we? What timeline are we in? But that's what your ancestors want you to do, is question. Why? How? And by you questioning yourself, remember how I said like ravens and constellations in my situations. Interesting. There's a meaning behind these things. They're sending you messages. And that's the only thing I'm getting for you, wake up. They're upset because you're not listening to these messages. And they're not going to be text messages, obviously. They're not going to be phone calls. You'll be surprised. Sometimes we even get messages from spirit and ancestors through radio waves. You'll be surprised how you get messages through light waves. If your light starts to flicker, if you hear like the static, if your ear starts to ring in a certain frequency, these are messages being downloaded. But just my suggestion, wake up, for you is get used to these things, and eventually the more you get used to these things, your crown, your third eye, your kundalini will wake up to it, will realize it, will be more receptive to it. And there's no way you could go back to it. Like there's no way you could be the same wake up that you were when you start doing this. Because once you open up your mind, there's only one way up. You can't go back. You can't go back to like not paying attention to the signs, synchronicities, messages that are coming in from radio wave, from radio frequencies, from light. Light could be light. Could be your phone, like static. It's like the littlest minute things. They're talking to you. That's what I do. I see so much deja vu, it scares me. They're talking to you, but be receptive to it and practice to do so. All right, Gabriella, what was your question, honey? Be ready, be ready. I go running every day and I keep seeing the black crow cowing at me. It's talking to me, and then there was a dead vulture in the bush next to me when I was running and stopped for a second. That's are you talking about a dream, B Rabbit, or this is real life? Are you talking about real life? That you saw a crow? That sounds like a dream, and a dead vulture in the bush. Wake up, but it's like I'll dream about something a month ago and it'll come into the present. Yeah. It's real life? What the hell? See, stuff like that, things that you don't see on a normal occasion. I don't know where you live. I know where I live, there's no vultures. They're in a specific area of the planet. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know where you live. No, you said you're a correction officer, so you may be in a secluded area where there may be vultures. That's those little things that are you don't see every day that you're like, question those things because you're opening up your mind when you do that. I don't know the meaning of a vulture and a crow, but I know it's significant. That it's significant. All right, Gabriella, you said Temecula, California. Interesting. It sounds like they have that you would find something like that. I don't know where that place is. I don't know if it's north, central, south, but just the name in itself sounds like they may have dead vultures just lying around. Um, oh, I see. Vultures hang out and eat rabbits, but it was so weird to see a dead one. Interesting. It is very interesting. Oh, yes. Okay, no problem. All right. All right. All right, Gabriella, I'll take your question, and then tomorrow I'll see the rest of you tomorrow for live on Sundays, and you guys could answer questions there. And B Rabbit, I'll think about Southern California. Okay. I'll think about answering questions at the end. I honestly, I feel like it's going to tire me if I take questions at the end. Like it's different for like love reads and general reads. Although today with you guys, I've been on with you for 2 hours, but it's different. You know that I don't spend 2 hours on a general reading or to love read. You know that. Even when I started going live, I don't do that for a specific reason, but I'm okay with it. However, with live on Sunday, I like to what do you call that? Like expand it. That's not the word I'm looking for. But for me to do everything at the end, it's just going to be I don't see myself doing it. It'll wear me out. I like to do it like, one here, two over there, one here. I don't know. It's just the way I'm thinking. All right, Gabrielle, I'll take your question and then all right, so general read. Um and then I'll tune out. All right, love life for Gabriella. honey. Um, so I'm using my oracle cards with you, Gabriella. I have the King of Keys, and I have the Seven of Scrolls, which is intricacies in industry. I'll show you the cards. This is what came out for you. Uh, one huge one, but you know when you feel like it's talking to you. Um, you know, this is you. I sense that this is you in your power. With the King of Keys. You know what I'm sensing, and I'm so sorry because I'm gonna clarify. I'm gonna take out one more, Gabriella. I'm sensing with the intricacies in industry and the key of the King of Keys. You're going to be too busy for a love life, because there's an empire to be built. These are very significant cards when it comes to your legacy, Gabriella. Like you're building something from scratch, lots of training, reading, researching, but it's going to bring you to this place, this place of royalty, of regal, not royalty, but like, you know, like your legacy. It's you building something from scratch, from the bottom to the top. You ever heard that song from Drake? We started from the bottom, then we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole motherfucking crew is here. All right, sorry. You're going to be too busy for a love life. I'm going to take out another card for you. See, this is the next person you're going to meet is one of your soul tribe. The Hermit came out, so somebody that may have a Virgo placement, doesn't have to be, or maybe an Earth like Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Interesting. Because of your legacy and the empire that you're building, it's sort of the same thing like B Rabbit, but this is even more significant because with B Rabbit I sense pregnancy. With you, Gabriella, it's this is an entire, I want to say, empire. The whole mother. This is like this is an empire. Your love life is going to this is what I'm picking up, because you're going to be too busy, and it's, I'm not feeling that you're not going to meet anybody. I'm not feeling that you're not going to meet anybody, Gabriella. What I'm feeling is long term, not no time soon, because apparently the universe have plans for you and you need to obey them. But you know, you'll have your relationships, and I'm sensing this, like you'll have your little, but they're just going to be like little relationships. They're not going to be anything significant. These are these, all these cards are heavy hitters. Like when I look at it, this is your career, your legacy, your empire. You have a job to do, and the universe is counting on you. In your love life, I'm so sorry to say, where's your Saturn placement, Gabriella? Do you know where your Saturn placement is? Because it's not bad news, but it's don't expect anything long term, like a relationship coming to you long term right now. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Your Saturn's in Sagittarius. Wow. Um, you're going to meet people and you're going to have love relationships, but that's all they're going to be is little love. You're a wanderer. You're a creature of the planet. There is no way in hell you're going to with Saturn and Sagittarius. I'm gonna let you know right now. Do not expect to get married long term. And even if you get married long term, Gabriella, it's not going to last. But that's what Saturn and Sagittarius is, at least one of the meanings. Because Sagittarius is such a free spirited energy. And even if you didn't have Saturn in Sagittarius, understand that Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It needs to be exposed to communities and different genres and outlets and realms, and it just needs to expand. And so if you find a partner that really loves you and wants to stay with you for the long term, Gabriella, I'm afraid that you may end up sabotaging it. But because of this legacy that you're building, it's not your fault. It's going to hurt you. Expect to get hurt. Because of this is going to get in the way. But you know what, Gabriella, you have I forgot your sun in Capricorn. This makes sense to me now. Capricorn represents legacy, money, empire. Did that make sense, Gabriella? You'll find your partners, just don't expect something long term. Expect something fun and cute. You're welcome. Damn, universe says not now. Try again at a later time. You're welcome. I can't help it being blunt. And I sometimes have to remind myself not to be so blunt. This is my Sagittarius. Sometimes there's no filter. I've been told my entire life, why don't you have a filter in your mouth? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? People want to know the truth. And they're like, no, people don't want to know the truth. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would they want to know the truth? So now when people ask me certain questions, I'm like, remember who you're asking. Just remember who you're asking. Do you want to know the New York truth, or do you want to know the Californian truth? Which truth do you want to know, New York or California? All right. Thank you, B-Rabbit. And I'm from New York. But it's more because I have Sagittarius. That's how Sagittarius is. That's the energy of Sagittarius. They're the truth seekers, which is a polar opposite of Gemini. All right, I'm gonna go for sure. Like before it hits 2 hours, in a few seconds, Geminis, I'm gonna log out. All right. Gabriella Leonore, may you scroll up to see my comment at 11 minutes and 24 seconds? Okay, I will. All right, bye.